Welcome to another tutorial. So now we will be learning wireless attacks. So we will be hacking Wi-Fi, and when we are talking about Wi-Fi, the most common thing in today's world is WPA and WPA2 security. So there are a couple of methods of cracking it. So we will learn them one by one. Let's look at the first method, and we will be using Airmon, Aircrack, Eurodump and these kind of tools. So let's begin. One thing before we actually dive into the attack is that uh, for this attack Kali has been set to bridged mode. Okay, you will not face any problems. Also we need an external network adapter, so I'm using Alpha network adapter. It is a little expensive but it works really well. So I'll connect that adapter. So as soon as I connect, it asks that should I connect that adapter to the host, which is my actual window machine, or do you want me to connect to virtual machine? So obviously we'll go with virtual machine, and Kali is the only virtual machine. So select OK. Now if I type ifconfig, now you can see that I have WLAN 0 over here. Okay, earlier it was not here. So if you don't have WLAN 0 here, what you can do is you can do ifconfig WLAN 0 up, and as soon as you hit enter, you will be observing this WLAN 0. Alright, so now we will be beginning with the very first tool, that is airmon -ng start, or I'll just show you the command airmon-ng -h. Okay, so this is the command airmon-ng. Then we have to give start, stop or check and the name of the interface. So name of the interface we can find from over here. So this is the name of the interface that we are focusing on. So our command will become airmon-ng start WLAN 0 and hit enter. Okay, now if we do ifconfig, now we can see WLAN 0 mon. Okay, so mon means it is now in monitor mode. So in this step we activated the monitor mode so that we are able to sniff packets. And now it's time to sniff the air, that what all access points are present there, which all channels they are working on. So what are access points? Access points are nothing but your routers, modems which are providing you the Wi-Fi. Okay, simply use the tool aerodump-ng and type the interface name. So now we are basically sniffing the air and we can see all the access points over here. Here we can see all the names. ESSID basically mean the name of your Wi-Fi, and BSSID basically means the MAC address. Now apart from that, we have a power, that how strong is it. Then we have if any data is being transmitted or not, like if there are many devices using that Wi-Fi, it will have some data. Okay, this is the channel number, that which channel number it is working on, and certain other things. So encryption, we are focusing on WPA and WPA2. As you can see, everything over here mostly is WPA and WPA2. That is the most common, so that is why we are learning to attack that. So now basically you have to decide that which target you have to attack. So obviously you have to attack your own Wi-Fi for demonstration purpose. Don't attack your neighbor's Wi-Fi, else you might get in trouble. So press Ctrl C, and I'll be attacking the first one, that is crack me. Okay, and copy its BSS ID. Okay, let's open another terminal. So basically we have to take the details from here, and now we will type aerodump-ng, give a space, then BSS ID. Okay, BSS ID we had already seen over here, so we copy that thing and then paste it over here. Basically we are just telling that which particular access point we have to attack. Then next thing we have to give the channel. Okay, so channel also you can find over here. The channel is 11 that we are attacking, so we give 11. Now the next thing is, where do you want to capture all the packets that it is saving? Okay, so we'll capture on desktop only. So here you have to give the path. I will give desktop only and then save it as crack me Wi-Fi. Okay, and then you have to give the interface. So basically few files with the name of this will be created and all the details will be captured over here. So hit enter. So this is the MAC address of the access point, and this thing over here is another device which is connected to it. Okay, So now what our logic will be that we will deauthenticate this particular access point. Any one we can deauthenticate, or we can deauthenticate all also, whichever device is connected. So basically the connection of that device with the Wi-Fi with this access point will break. So we send few deauthentication packets that will break the connection, and as soon as this device will try to connect back to its Wi-Fi, back to its access point, we will also capture those packets. I mean, this tool will automatically capture those packets. So our aim is to capture the handshake file. Now, what is a handshake file? When the Wi-Fi connection is established, there is a four-way handshake. So to establish a connection between an access point and a device, there is always a four-way handshake whenever we are talking about Wi-Fi. And our aim, as I told you, is to capture the handshake. Alright, so now it's time to deauthenticate one of the targets. Open another terminal, and now we will use the tool airreplay -ng give deauth. This is the number of deauth packets you want to give. So we will give 32 space -a, and we have to now give the MAC address over here. So we will give the MAC address, this particular MAC address. We can copy it from here also. Okay, so this was the MAC address of the access point, and here we have to give the MAC address of the client. So what we'll do, we have to copy one MAC address, and if you're not able to copy, you can write it manually also. So we'll write it. I have written that, then give the interface name, and if we are successfully able to deauthenticate this client, then what will happen, then we will be able to capture the handshake and you will be able to see it over here. Now one more thing is that this should be like active. It should attempt again to connect to the Wi-Fi. If someone is searching over the internet, then that's the best scenario for you. Hit enter, and we'll wait for a while. So 32 packets will go, 32 deauthentication packets. Okay, now as you see, after a while, as soon as the disconnected device tried to connect back to the access point, so as soon as the client tried to connect back to the access point, we have captured the handshake. Now let's move to the final step. So these are all the files that it has captured. Now we are interested in this .cap file. This .cap file is the one which has the captured handshake. Okay, like I told you, in Wireshark it has PCAP. Okay, so if we hover it over, we can see that it shows type as PCAP, packet capture. That means it will open in Wireshark also. So if you have to experiment, you can try and see in Wireshark how it looks. Now it's time to use the final tool. Right click and open terminal here. Okay, so this particular place in desktop only will open the terminal. Now one important thing in this type of attack is that if the Wi-Fi password that we are cracking, if it is present in our word list that we are supplying, then only it will be cracked. However, if that password is not present in our word list, then we won't be able to crack by this method. Because obviously we are generating a hash for our word and matching that if it matches with the captured hash. And if it matches, then it says, okay, this is your password. It can't decrypt the hash. And when it comes to keeping the password for mobile phones, Wi-Fi, people usually keep it very simple so that they are easy to remember. They keep it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9 just to satisfy the need of 8 characters. So sometimes you will be able to crack the password, and sometimes if it not exists in your list, then it won't. Obviously you can try different list, but the best list is rocku.txt. It is present in user share word list and rocku.txt. You can type less over here. Okay, so this is the file and it has a lot of words. It is a very big word list. So we will use this file. If the word is present in this file, we will be able to crack it, else we won't be able to crack it. Hit enter. So this file basically comes packaged with Kali only. If you don't have this txt file, you must be having .gz or something like that. So it is basically zipped. So you simply have to go to the word list directory and then extract rocku.gz, and as soon as you do that, you will get rocku.txt over here. Now let's see if we can crack this password. So we will be using aircrack tool, aircrack -ng -w, and then give the word list. So word list, I told you, user share word list and rockq.txt. Next comes at which file we want to crack. So that is in home, or else I could have given directly also, since I am in this desktop only. I just have to give crackmewifi.cap file. Okay, and as soon as I hit enter, it will start the process of cracking. Let's see. So these are all the password which it is hashing and then matching inside that whether this is the password or not. Now this is the total time it would take to try all the passwords. This is the percentage that is coming over here. Okay, so my password was cracked. I deliberately kept the weak password so that it will be cracked. That is why it is said that you always have to keep strong passwords. So it said key found and this was my password, hacker123. So that means that we have cracked the password and we can use it anywhere we want. So for demonstration purpose, I'll tell you what to do so that you are also able to crack a password perfectly and see that it is working fine or not. Simply open the rockq.txt file, and it is a very big file, so it might take a lot of time to load. So just choose any word randomly and keep that as a password of your Wi-Fi you are trying to hack. This we are doing just so that we know that yes, our tool is working properly and we are able to crack the password. Now this totally depends on how the password is and if that password is present in your word list or not. We will look at some other methods in coming tutorials, but for this tutorial I hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching this tutorial.